One thing for my side that made my fucking Sunday was seeing the Dallas Cowboys getting smacked
Yes.
on national television
Yep.
against the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, I'm turning the game off. Yep.
It
How
also,
about them Cowboys?
oh my god, dude, that was. I feel like Christmas came early. Seeing the Cowboys getting spanked is just the best. It's the best feeling. It actually is.
It is a great feeling. I mean, I'm hoping all you Cowboys fans out there loved your new paid quarterback, Eric Prescott. Looked fucking garbage, and he is garbage.
He's
But you
fucking
had to pay
horrible.
him. I get it, whatever. But my goodness, the New Orleans Saints, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely demolishing teams these first 2 weeks. Their offense looks,
Unstoppable.
something out of a movie.
And it's
Derek Carr, start the car, ladies and gentlemen, please.
dude, this mother. Someone needs to check him for PEDs. He needs to get drug tested. I'm sorry,
It's
but this
impressive.
motherfucker needs to get drug tested.
It's impressive, and not to even mention, going into a fantasy perspective too, Kamara absolutely went nuclear.
Oh my god,
Nuclear.
dude, they couldn't tackle him. Like
No.
the one like highlight that from the game, like obviously the 56-yard untouched receiving touchdown. That was nice. But I think it was his last touchdown he scored, to where he went through like that hole. Everyone thought he was tackled, and then we just see him pop up and run to the end zone.
Look, Kamara has always been a great back. Last year, obviously, he got suspended the first 4 games, and then was kind of iffy. And I don't think that was more in part on him, more in part on just a declining and very, unfocused New Orleans Saints team and offense. But I mean, if this keeps up, and this is without, keep in mind, the first 2 weeks, Olave really hasn't done much.
It's been
You know,
Rashid Shaheed.
it's unbelievable. I mean, he is completely spreading the ball around. Kamara has taken MVP like strides to carry this team on offense. It's a very impressive win, and it once again, while the Giants lost and they suck ass, another happy week for me as a Giants fan with the Dallas Cowboys not only losing but kind of getting humiliated. And oh god, Jerry's world must be feeling good this week.
That was their first home loss. They had a 16-game winning streak,
Yep.
and they got embarrassed. Oh my! It was amazing. It was the best thing in the world. Like,
Felt good to watch, I'll say that.
and the funny thing is, it was like so sad because I was going to Sunday. I'm like this. The Cowboys are getting demolished. I was thinking in my head, all right, the Eagles are gonna win, and we're gonna be at top of the division. Now, the New York Giants are a game out.
Damn right we are. Go G-Men. Woo! Woo,
Our
woo.
defense is top tier shit. It's I understand, like, obviously look at our teams, the Cowboys, the Eagles, high powered like teams, but we just consistently play like shit. We're never like what we say we are.
So far, it is most definitely the NFC least.
Oh my god, yeah.
Um, I mean, Judge, we can kind of pivot right now, very quickly to the Giants, quote unquote Redskins game. Sorry, Commanders for all you phonies out there, but
Mhm.
it was that game just epitomized how bad not only the Giants are, but both teams are. I
Mhm.
mean, the Giants, I believe I read this correctly, are the first team ever
I
to
know.
score 3 touchdowns, not allow an opposing touchdown, and lose the game. I think that is newfound levels of suckage
Yeah.
that you can't even comprehend as a fan watching the game. God only knows what the organization feels. John Mara must wake up every morning in a hot sweat and just want to absolutely kill himself.
Oh, 100%. Because I saw that same exact stat on Instagram. I was scrolling through Instagram on Sunday, and I see, boom, New York Giants are the first team to let this happen, and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even realize because the way the score was that they didn't score a touchdown.
Derek, 7 field goals.
I was like, oh my God.
And you can look at it in hindsight, right? Where we scored 18 points, we scored 3 touchdowns, and yes, it should have been a 21-21 game, right? Because Gano got hurt in the very first seconds of the opening kickoff. But you know what? That's just a pussy excuse.
Yeah.
You suck. How about you go out there and get a 2-point conversion? How about that?
Darius
No.
Slayton dropped a massive one in his hands.
It's astonishing how they break records, quote, right? They're breaking records, but it's just the worst records you can physically imagine.
No, it's
And
fucking
you know
horrible.
and you know what? As a Giants fan, I'm not going to go too in depth into it, right? But as a Giants fan, you look at the next 5 weeks. Browns, Cowboys, Seahawks, Bengals, Eagles, Steelers. You're starting 0-8 here. It's actually pitiful, and it's only going to get worse, Giants fans. So you know what? If you're going to watch it, have a couple of beers, put on some Red Zone, maybe have it on the side, cheer against the Eagles and Cowboys. But this season is not even worth watching unless you're looking at Malik Neighbors. That's about it. That's the only spot on this team that's even worth it. And then you can move on from there.
The one thing I will say, though, is that I don't think that Daniel Jones had a bad game. I don't think he did. I think he played. He did what he had to do. Like, what else could he have done that game?
See, yes and no, right? So, yes, he had a quote-unquote flawless game, no interceptions, no fumbles, no turnovers, nothing like that, no huge sacks to talk about, right? But he just showed once again that he's not enough.
Yeah.
He's not the quarterback to bring you forward to go out there and win you a game, right? It's coming crunch time. Go out there and do a drive like you can and win a game. He's just not that guy. And you know what? He's fine for this year because you're already paying him $40 million, so screw it. Start him every game. It doesn't matter. But he's just, he's a mediocre quarterback, and that's all he's going to be for the rest of his career, wherever he ends up after the Giants.
I don't obviously I hate the Giants, but it does suck because you have such good talent on your team, and it's just going to waste because of your quarterback.
I'd rather not talk about it anymore. I get a little frustrated.